What up, Rockstar Gang? Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button, hit that subscribe button, and welcome to the channel. Now, as you can see, there's a new background behind me. We're working on some stuff, all right? I'm making this little – I moved into a new home. Over the weekend, and that's why you didn't see me Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday or Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. Now today. So moved into a new home, and we're just still trying to get everything in place, and it's just been a lot. So I haven't really had time to even make any content. I haven't even had time to make TikToks. I haven't even had time to even watch this blueprint. So we're literally watching this fresh out the bag. I just moved 2 weekends ago. I got a good job offer that now has me moving again in 3 weeks to Sarasota. Brett, good Lord, man. Moving is 16 moves in 13 years for me. Too many. Yeah. You need to find a spot and just chill. Sarasota's sick though. I like Sarasota. Yeah, but this is just we moved in and we're here, and here we are. But we got a whole new setup. You got the flag in the background. We got my surfing decor over here. I got Tupac over there. I got some Canes stuff over here. I got some Gamecock stuff over on that wall. So we're going to kind of have it all spread out once it's done. I'm going to have like my little man cave over here now. Because where we were doing the live streams before, it was just, it was a room. So now we got this whole place. I have this whole place to myself. So, besides me and my girl and my daughter. So, all right. First things first, let's get into the episode 1 of this series. Before we do that, though, make sure you pound the like button. Click that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Quote of the day: the most effective way to do it is to do it Amelia Earhart. So, yeah. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's go ahead and start. Let's get it started. Let's go to Discord here. Let's do this. And here we go.
Fellas. Yes, sir. What's happening? Good to see you, amigo. What's happening? Good to see you, man. What's going on, D-Lin? Hey, Jay, all right. What's going on, brother? How we doing? Good? What's up, Miles? You good, man? Good to see you, man. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
We're good in that blue, man.
Feels good.
That red.
Feels good. Feels good. Just first of all, so excited, guys. I don't ever want to lose this feeling. I never want to lose this feeling. My first chance to be a head coach with all of you. What is this all about? It's about having the best off season of your life. Let's not shy away from the possibility of great things that can happen here. If we all work together, we all do our job. Think about what the 2024 season could be. It's right in front of us. It all starts right here. I don't mind saying it. They put the microphone in front of me. I'm going to talk about it. If we're going to own the NFC South, this is how we're going to do it.
I don't know about you right now, folks, but I want to run through a fucking brick wall. I want to run through a brick wall.
early in the morning. I'm a thinker because it's quiet. Any ideas, they usually come to me this time of the morning. I can hear all the knots popping in my back. Once I drive into the office, I'm sitting most of the day, so I like to get my body loose. If I start my day doing this, and I have the discipline to wake up in the morning, then, I can do anything. I always tell people this is probably my favorite award because I was second team defense. I didn't need the motivation, but it really motivated me to never see second team again. And that right there was my motivating factor for winning all these awards because that just wasn't going to be denied. I had a good year. I had over 100 tackles. I had a really good year, but I left doubt in their mind, and I wasn't going to ever leave doubt in their mind again. That was my mindset.
Dan Morgan, who was previously the assistant general manager, is now president and general manager of the Carolina Panthers, the team that drafted him in the first round about 20 years ago, and the team that he was an all-pro linebacker for.
To get drafted here as a player in 2001, and then to come full circle from Seattle to Buffalo, back to Carolina, to play here and then be named the general manager here, that doesn't happen often. So I definitely don't take this job lightly. Being a former Carolina Panther and the feeling that I have for this organization, for this team, for this logo is a lot different than it would be if I was.
Hold on one second.
Was named the GM for another team. Being here, Sam Mills, he was my position coach.
When they go to the overtime, that's the one that can hurt you the most. If you don't get there, I'll get there.
Sam embodies what it is to be a Carolina Panther, and that's the keep pounding mantra, which I hold dear to my heart. I feel like Sam's looking down and he's really proud of me right now, which makes me really happy. But that's what it means to be a Carolina Panther, is the relentless pursuit to be great, loving the game, enjoying what you do every day. And that's what Sam filled into me. And, I still carry that with me to this day. Last year wasn't acceptable, and everybody in the building knows that wasn't acceptable. Mr. and Mrs. Tepper, myself, we're going to do everything in our power to field a team that our city can be proud of, that our fans can be proud of, that the Carolinas can be proud of. And bringing the right head coach to this city, to this team, so we don't have to do this again. We want this to be the guy.
Who's the next Panthers head coach? I think we're going to get a young offensive mind.
No. Turn on the news. This is the Herdline News.
All right. Has been a trend on the show. We got some breaking news. The Panthers are on the verge of hiring a new head coach.
Driving back to my house, leaving the Bucs facility. So when they called me, I'm in my truck. Mr. Tepper says, keep your eyes on the road. How would you like to be the head coach of the Carolina Panthers? And I just went, wow, I just kind of screamed in my truck. And so really special moment. I'll never forget it.
Sources say the Carolina Panthers have identified their new head coach.
I will say they do a great job with these. Number one, the videography, everything like that. They do a great job. That's one thing I love about the blueprints is that they give these background stories to whether the head coach or the GM. And the Dan Morgan, I thought, background story there and all of that in that film of him. Yes, Marcus Cash said it best, badass. It really is. So the marketing team, the videography team for the Carolina Panthers, they do a good job. I will say they've done a great job at this.
It is expected to be Dave Canales, the Bucs offensive coordinator. I'm told this is their guy. There's a lot to like here, especially the work that Canales has done with quarterbacks.
We signed a contract to help the Panthers win. That's why we're here.
We need a little juice. Last year was not good.
There's no other feel-good stories or agendas, man. This is about helping the Panthers win.
breaking news out of Carolina. So Dan Morgan, former Miami legend and maniac linebacker dog on the field, he brings on David Canales.
So this is a home run for Dan Morgan and the Panthers.
Do for Bryce Young what you were doing, obviously, for Baker Mayfield. A very important task.
Philosophy of football is it's all about the ball. What if I told you it was that simple? In the first round of the playoffs, the quarterbacks who didn't turn it over won. The teams that didn't turn it over won those games. You know, we played the Lions. They took care of it. We had 2 interceptions. We lost by a touchdown.
Working with Dave every day, you know, I think both our personalities, they mesh really well together. It's just really fluid. It's really easy. We have the same vision. We have the same goals and the same values.
We need to get our football right. You know, specifically talking about the offense, you know, like, and defensively too. They weren't perfect, but, you know, they were good.
Like, we spend more time together with the players, with the staff than, unfortunately, sometimes we do our own family. So it's like, it has to be a family environment for us to be successful. It's exciting just kind of landing here and be able to do this together, man. It's what we both dreamed about, so I'm excited.
No doubt, me too.
He is California cool and is always positive, Jenny. Constant positive energy. This is a new era in Charlotte.
Let's go! Let's go! How are you? Good to see you. I love it. Pound it! This is the energy right here. This is the approach every day. Every day is a championship day.
Let's go.
Come on, man. Let's go, man. Appreciate it. I'm sorry, Jack. Ben, what'd you think about the jet? Pretty sick, huh?
Did you go on a jet?
I did. Me and Dan came on a jet this morning from Mobile, Alabama. What do you think? We're going to go see my office here in a little bit.
Jadarius, sorry to hear that, man. Feel free to reach out at any time if you need someone to talk to, brother. Appreciate that, though. Appreciate you being here.
Welcome. Cool, huh? Sharp office, huh?
And they already have your stuff on practice. Oh my gosh. It's like a fun crew.
Oh.
Is that an actual picture of you in a Panther
It goes down. We party. That is a Photoshop Panther shirt on me.
What I thought. I was like,
but it's your real body instead of somebody else's body.
That was so funny.
You can tell that picture's from Tampa because it's very bright.
Yeah, you're like,
Me and Dan had a great time at the Senior Bowl. Like, we literally only went to the practice. We didn't go to any meetings. We just recruited coaches.
I was so excited about the coaches.
Yeah.
We're here at the Senior Bowl. The saying goes, the draft starts in Mobile. So many great college players here looking to impress NFL coaches, executives, and scouts.
My first ever Senior Bowl. I didn't really know what to expect. It's football.
Yep. You know Dave Canales, Terrence Gray.
Good to meet you, Terrence.
Congrats on the job, man.
Hey, thank you.
That's awesome.
Good to meet you, brother. Oh, shoot.
That's what I was like.
How you doing?
Oh, dude. Congratulations, bro.
It's amazing. You know, one door after the other, and it's like, all right, we'll work hard, treat people well, right?
How's it been?
Crazy. Not as bad as him, though. This was kind of the first time that we had been back working on the same team in a while.
How long did you guys know each other in Seattle?
We were
like
door
together
to
7
door,
years, and we were right next door.
For three, I think for 3 of them.
Yeah.
3 or 4.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's a dream, and then to be able to do it with him.
Yeah.
Like, for me, like, this means everything. The relationship Dan and I have, building a team together, working through issues. You know what I mean? Just like finding solutions, not excuses. You know what I mean? That's what it's about.
Hold on. Let me go check on my daughter real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I do have kids, Jadarius. I have a little 4-month-old. Little 4-month-old. Soon to be 5. Didn't really care. I guess we'll see it, Marcos. We'll see what it's about, what he's about. I'm kind of interested to see a little bit more of his background. I mean, we can do the research all we want on these guys, but I want to see their facial, or see who they truly really are. You know what I mean? Guys, make sure you pound the like button, hit that subscribe button as we're going over this blueprint. We'll probably just pause and give some thoughts and go throughout. Have I really been gone this long? I mean, Jadarius, I haven't been live since last Wednesday, I think it was. Just because I moved into a new home and had no, just didn't have time to make content. Moving into a new home, it's tough. So appreciate everyone joining here. Make sure you pound that like button.
So, how long are you here till?
I gotta leave tomorrow morning. We gotta do our press conference on Thursday.
Are they allowing fan questions? Because I was going to sit.
Yeah.
You should
submit some to the Panthers website.
You should.
Pray that I just be a servant, that your spirit would lead me. Give me the words to say. Give me eyes to see, ears to hear, Lord, and a heart that follows you. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right, let's rock.
We are here today to share how the Carolina Panthers are moving forward. Let me tell you a little bit about Dan and Dave. They're tremendous people, well respected, and they are both connectors.
I think fans want to know, what do you feel like is the blueprint to the playoffs?
When teams drive up to this stadium, we want them to fear that logo. The logo has to be feared again. We need to find those leaders, those competitors, as Jay Stu would say, those dogs. We need some dogs. Want to pass it off to Dave?
Thanks, Dan. Morning. Just what a moment of gratitude. So first, I want to thank David and Nicole for giving me this opportunity. This is a dream of a lifetime that Lizzie and I have had. It's really her fault. 20 years ago, I'm the head JV coach at Carson High School. Fired up. I'm so excited. We go to play Venice High School. It's my first game coaching, and we got smoked 34-13 that day. It was the greatest day of my life because I had found it. I found my passion. Oh, this is why we're here. It's for this. And after 2 years of doing that, she comes to me and she knew all I wanted to do was be the head coach at Carson High School. What's up, brother? Pretty beautiful day, man, for practice. Golly. And she said, hey, I love your dream. You're really good at this. I think you can go as far as you want, and I got your back. And we've been so excited and prepared for this opportunity. Oh, Chuba, did you order this? Oh my gosh. This is amazing, Cam. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. Hey, one opportunity. That's all we got is to get better, okay? Keep your focus small. You can get better about 1, 2, maybe 3 things, right? But the focus has got to be tight. Let's take advantage. Start with effort, okay? It's really a dream come true. For me, I've worked for some great bosses, and I've always had this thought when you work for somebody that you're able to take on their personality in terms of what are the things that are most important to them. And now that I'm the head coach, what just feels so freeing is that I can just be me. Here we go. Let's go on the hop. things that I've thought about for a really long time. If I ever got my chance.
What up, Brock? Appreciate you joining, brother. Hope you're doing well.
This is how I would do it.
Can't beat this.
My personality.
Woo!
The way that I want to interact with the coaches.
Let's go, man.
The way that I want to interact with the players.
What's up, JC?
Go, coach.
Good to see you, brother.
Let's go.
It's just really been a joy for me.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he's got a lot of energy. He's really a player's coach. He's somebody the players really enjoy playing for, and you can tell out on the practice field.
Here we go. We're back. First down. Hey, that's great route tempo, Tommy. Boom. Transition right now. Good, Bryce. Hey, once more through, okay? Outside guys open. I'm going to either make you say no or not, okay? Boom. Good. He makes me say no or not. One more. Oh. Good.
Bryce is so much to be excited about.
There we go.
Especially for me coming into this situation where my high hope is that we're playing high stakes games and we have a chance to win the game at the end. We have a guy who can do that, who can lead us there and who can perform in any type of situation. So I think that's the first part of it. And then there's all these other tools that he has, his intellect, his athleticism, his accuracy. You know, I'm seeing it every day right now as we go out to practice.
Nice layer throw.
To see him work on it, be diligent about it, be hard on himself to really try to get it right.
Was I good on the last one?
The last one you went hitch, pop back.
Brock, I'm good, man. Just finally glad to be back live with you guys. So gonna be live from here on out, everyone. We are settled in for the most part. Just moved into a new home, Brock. So if you missed out on that.
Back.
You want this?
Yeah, so I want you here, just 1A, 1B, reset to my check down.
You see a guy that has the type of mentality and work ethic where he's always constantly trying to improve. And so those are a lot of the things that I get really excited about.
Here we go, boys. Nice grab. Drag it, right? Drag it just for measure. Drag it. There we go. Punch drag. Punch drag. Yes, sir. First down. Working on your game. Working on your game. Oh, lock it. Get north. Use your
Appreciate that, Jadarius.
imagination. Have a plan after the catch. Good. We're not just out here catching. Immediately, I'm a ball carrier. Good, good. Right there, Mike. Woo, that's using your imagination right there. There we go. There we go. Yes. Good. Lock it. Hey, Brad, I just had a reminder. If we false start, huddle.
Yeah.
Anytime, any pre-snap violation, huddle. Not back on the ball. We will huddle. Okay. Just to get it clean, make sure we're good before the snap.
Yeah, man. I've been moving into this new house. We just moved in. I closed last Friday, started moving in Saturday. We just been trying to get settled in. So, but we're settled in for the most part. We just need to get a couple more things. But other than that, so far so good. Over time, we'll probably take some of the old stuff, move it out, put some new stuff in. But so far so good. I want to stop there for a second because the Dan and Dave Senior Bowl visit, I thought that was pretty interesting to see their insight, what they were doing there a little bit. The press conference, we already saw that, so I really don't have much to say about that. But this coach, I mean, Dave Canales mic'd up. I mean, this guy's got high energy. It's the juice. Like everybody is soaking it in. For me, I'm not. Again, y'all know me as a Panthers fan, and you know me as the Ropp Star Report, and you know me as the host of this show, and you've heard my takes on this. I see a lot of the next Pete Carroll in Dave Canales, and that's not just because I think that him being in Seattle for so long, he learned so much from, I think, one of the best coaches of all time. I think Pete Carroll is one of the best coaches of all time. I think Pete Carroll was one of the best college coaches of all time. I think he was one of the most underrated college coaches because in that short span that he was at USC, he won a lot. He won a lot. And he won quick, right? But I see a lot of Pete Carroll. I get a lot of Pete Carroll vibes from him. Just so energetic, so in your face, so outgoing, and he can connect, and he tries to connect with everybody. It's not just like connecting with the front office. It's not just about connecting with your quarterback. It's about connecting with every single person from head to toe, even the janitor. That's what vibes I'm getting from this guy. The other thing is I love that he's a godly person. I think that that's something I think that's something that doesn't get mentioned a lot. I appreciate it from the standpoint. But I love that he's a godly person. And his knowledge of the game is very impressive. I'm excited what he's going to bring, but this year again, I'm still going to keep my 6 to 7 wins, and leave it at that. I'm not going to drink the juice to the point where I am overly optimistic. Right. But I'm loving what I'm seeing. Don't get me wrong. Loving what I'm seeing. Wait till you see. Okay. That man is the most positive coach I've seen in a while. Wouldn't think he'd be the energized to be here. I mean, again, he's also got those Dan Campbell vibes though too, like just very in your face, like not as like, I guess maybe I'm not sure what the word is for the Dan Campbell to Dave Canales or Pete Carroll. Like I get that vibe a little bit too because he's so in your face. But I love it. And I'm right there with you so far. I'm looking forward to seeing this Adizik part. Let's see what we got here.
The offensive coordinator, Brad Idzik. So here's a guy that's got my back, a guy that I've done a lot of life with in the last 5 years. My first hire in Tampa, my first hire in Carolina. Here's a guy who knows what I'm looking for.
Coach Brad.
For me, this profession is about people. The personal relationships, that means more to me than anything. When you're genuine and you're enthusiastic about your workplace, the guys can feel it. And when they know that you care for them as an individual, you're going to get the most out of them.
I told Dave, like, we need an X to start with, where like if they don't respect him, he's winning. They're wrong. Like, for us, that vision is huge. Like, we put you over there, and they don't have help on that corner.
Duh, yeah.
You showed that for years. Like you made people wrong when they don't help, right?
Right.
My dad always said, hey, surround yourself with people that are smarter than you at the things that you know you need help with. And Brad is just so organized.
First order of business, all right? Brad Idzik came with Dave from Tampa, right? Today is not about taking notes. I don't want you guys taking notes today. I don't want you writing down crazy buzzwords that, will get lost here in a couple weeks.
He's so detailed. He's so methodical and thoughtful in the way that we teach.
So you can close your notebooks. I'm like, no BS here. Like, it's not a trick, right? I'm not tricking anybody. We didn't share stuff out to the iPads for a reason. Like, I just want you guys to practice being here where your feet are.
Good?
Yeah. We're blessed, huh?
Blessed,
There it is.
baby. There's that moment right here.
Let's go. Calm before the storm. Let's get some basic cuts with the tight ends. Let's see it. For my coaching style, I think I'm very hands-on. I'm still not too far removed from being a player where I have the cleats on. Like, I would love to go out in the park and go run routes for a couple hours. So if I could show them a step or two, like, I love doing it. I think the guys enjoy it too. All starts with you, baby. All starts with you.
Yeah, Brock, I saw that. I saw that. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that the South Carolina baseball coach got fired. I'm not surprised. He's been under the hot seat for, I feel like, the past 2 years. I mean, since he's past 2 to 3 years. So I'm not surprised. I mean, they blew an 8 to, they were up against LSU at one point in one of the games, like 8-0, and let LSU come back and win. So, Brock, I'm not surprised, man. You shouldn't. If you're up 8-0 in a baseball game, there's no reason to have another team come back and win that game. No reason for that.
If he likes the matchup, we'll see if he likes it. Yeah, buddy. He doesn't like the matchup. Hey, you were nervous. Pat knows. You don't want to let me get the ball, Pat. There we go. There we go. Got to put a little fear in him like you're going deep. I can't run anymore like any of those guys, but I get to get out there and kind of engage with them in a different manner. Think about the step before the break. You know what I mean? Really, you're going to be eating grass. That's the one that slows you down so you can get some juice down the field. Boom. And then, oh, yeah. I need space. All right. So as we go throughout this offseason, okay, we're in search of these moments. I told them how excited I am to put our film, our guys on tape. In the beginning, it'll probably be a little bit more of the coaches saying, hey, that was us, right? And then we'll get to the point, you'll start to feel it, where the guys start to buy in. And the later you get into the offseason, you get into training camp, they start coming to us. Hey, man, go to O-line Indy, rep 2. That was us. You should see my inside hand I've been working. That was us. Like, that's what we want to create. There's a pride about it, right? That was us. Who are the 2024 Panthers, right? Like, we got to feel that, and we will. There we go, churning through that turn. Love it. There you go, Deontay. I like it. It's going to be good right here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Love that. Yes, yes. There it is. There you go. Good ball, Rice. Little more. Boom. Love it. It's going to be sweet. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
We interviewed you at this thing, I think.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Congrats.
No, I appreciate it.
It's a great job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Everything going good?
Yeah. So far, so good.
Are you nervous?
No, not really.
Just go up there and just drop a couple left bombs, man.
Yeah.
They're going to love you.
They'll probably love it. I say we need more dogs. Say that again.
That's right.
They seem to like that a lot.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
how's it spelled? Who knows?
DAWGS.
You guys plan right now to leave Icky at left tackle.
Yeah.
That's probably goes back to what you said. You want to run the ball more.
Yeah.
Versus what they did last year, spread.
And that's what he did well, coming
did
out
DJ
just a
Darius.
mauler
Love
in the
that.
run game. And so just continuing to be able to pile on that from a strength standpoint. And then just the nature of what our concepts are, our pass game. We're really committed to getting the ball out. This is going to be a big emphasis for Bryce. Get the ball out, get the ball out. We're going to be on a clock every single time in the spring.
In the past games, getting that ball out in 2.7 or less. Yeah, the 2.7 seconds, how long can you really count on the pocket to hold up? League-wide, a lot of people say if you can give me 3 seconds, we can get anything done. That's a long time to block.
Hey, let's have a great day. Big boys on 3. 1, 2, 3. Big boys.
Gotta get up and get set.
We try to put our offensive line in a situation to have success in pass protection.
Trust your eyes.
And that 2.7 seconds just happens to fall into a natural rhythm of throwing it to the first or second guy. And it takes everybody. The timing and depth of the receivers, detail of their work there. It takes the footwork of the quarterback, the accuracy of the throw. It takes the pass protection of the offensive line.
Run him.
As we build that type of a pass game, you can rely on the ball coming out before the pressure hits you if you can get it out in that 2.7.
The new O-line coach is a guy that looks like he would cuss your ass out in a heartbeat. That's what he looks like. He looks like a guy, if you fuck up, he's going to let you know for sure. But I love this whole thing about 2.7 seconds or less. But I mean, last year Bryce had like 1.9 seconds, even though on stat wise he had like 2.9. But I like the 2.7 seconds or less. Definitely get that. I love the fact that it's going to be about quick game, which I've been telling y'all about since last year, telling y'all that quick game is needed for Bryce Young. He gets the ball out quick, and it keeps the offense moving. It's a downhill style of play, and it's going to go great with what the run game is planned to be. I love it. I've been asking for this since last season.
We'll be sick about it in practice, making sure it's happening for us, and then for sure we're carrying it over to the game.
Ready? Go. Buccaneers offensive line coach Joe Gilbert is also joining Harold Goodwin in going over to Carolina as their offensive line coach.
Huh? Just so you know, I'm mic'd up. Yeah. So swear as much as possible. That way it ain't can use it. Here we go, right side up. Slips. Let's go. Get to your spots. Let's go. This is going to go rapid fire on this. All right? Get your hand down, and you better move.
His wisdom, his years of experience.
TMJ has been shown a lot in this video. I will be honest, Marcos. And you know they're cutting out the cursing out in scenes, which they could. They should drop an uncut version. It would be way better, Jadarius.
It's in the league.
You feel him throttle, press it vertical, right?
He's a technician.
Boom. If he works out, now it should turn what? Try to get a hand on it. Get your foot right up in there. Careful, so hot. Go, go, go. Kate, get there. Strain. Drive, push it. Good.
Joe just spends his time on the smallest part of their foot placement.
All that weight goes out here, and then I'm going to drop and do this when I try to move inside.
Their hand placement, where are your eyes at? And he's so meticulous with his work.
Where were they? Down here. These guys are all strong. I got to keep both hands on. Pull and press. Now listen, you're in a wide base, 1 yard off the ball. He steps, I'm coming right here. I want that connect hand, put a foot in the ground. You're going to work. Press them vertical at that point. Here we go, on a turbo. Turbo's hot. Go get it, Icky. Drive it, drive it, drive it. Press it, shove. Good, that's it.
He can be gruff, but at the same time, he just has such a deep love for his players.
Turn up, Ricky. Hey, good adjustment. There you go. Bang, good right there. That's it.
He's just got a great personality in the way that he delivers it. He's such a joy to work with.
Go, go, go.
I mean, Joe Gilbert looks like a guy to me, guys, that like I could sit down and have a beer with him. I feel like I could sit down and have a beer with that guy for sure. It could be nothing, Marcos, but you could be on something.
What's it? Yeah, gotcha. Easy.
Now we good? Everybody here? Awesome. First of all, let's go. I'm just looking around and I just see like the experience, the faces that I can't wait to get to know, and then also just some people I couldn't wait to just get to work with, from my past. But wherever we came from, this last month and a half was stressful. Can everybody agree to that?
I'll just do it.
We all had a bunch of indecision in terms of what was going to happen.
Back to back with him.
I was trying to take my time to make sure that we assembled the best staff possible for what we're going to have to do. So thank you for just being patient with that process and to get us to this point, to get us to this meeting. Real quick, 30 seconds. Introduce yourself, where you're from, and what you coach.
Ejiro Barrow, defense coordinator. I've been in the league 17 years, I believe, with Dom Capers as a QC, and the last couple of years he's been helping me out, make sure I don't f things up. But excited to be with you guys. Just as you guys probably already know, this defensive staff is excellent. A bunch of great guys, great coaches, and we're excited to work with you guys.
What you do with staffing wise?
Defense is there, man.
You kept everybody.
Yeah, he's fantastic. So EJ Evero, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable.
I get a lot of the credit for everything that happens, but we have such an excellent staff, and
first of all, they're great men. They're great teachers. We've been together for a year now. We didn't have any change. Just like the players, like we've got to do a heck of a job of coming together and everybody understanding each other and being able to work as a team. And we've already built a foundation for that. And so it's been really good. We're all about our technique right now and fundamentals. That's our big push this year defensively. So I'm observing.
That'd be a pretty good thing to push.
Oh, yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah. So, the cool thing for me to watch for our offense is, like, we played them the last game of the season. And the shit they were doing in the last game of the season, they were doing day one. Which I think is a testament because so many people, they work on all this stuff. And then they get into the season, they don't use any of it. Then they reinvent themselves, So it's kind of cool that, like, hey, we have an identity. We know where we're going to be. And Coach Canales coming in. Not only is it going to be good for us in terms of he's not helping the Tampa Bay Bucks anymore and he's on our side, but I think for us as a defensive unit going against it every day, it's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get better. We're going to make it.
I'm just glad that they're showing Ejiro Evero in this. Evero's the head coach of the defense. And I love that. I think that's how it should be. I think Evero should have his own say to that defense because of how good he is as a coach. Because I think he will be a head coach in the NFL at some point. But if it's not after this year, at least the next. Yeah, Evero tell Humpty Dumpty. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I didn't really appreciate David Tepper in that. I'm not gonna lie. Brock, I have all my stuff up yet. This room is still a work in progress. I only got like a few things up in here right now.
Each other a lot better.
All right, let's go. Formation rep. Communicate the personnel, safeties. We're talking fast. We're thinking fast. We're anticipating. All right, what do we got to anticipate right here? Mr. DJ, Mr. Josie Jewel. Yes, sir. There we go. Beautiful. Blue 80. Set. Huh. Nice job. Good. Oh, come back. From the top. Come on. We got to wake up. Let's wake up. I know what the hell's going on. You figure it out. Come on, let's go.
It was such a huge thing for us to know that we had that kind of carryover and stability on the defensive side of the ball.
I'm really proud of the effort the guys gave. Our players and coaches did a great job of, despite all the adversity, they continued to persevere. They were very professional. But at the end of the day, it's about winning. And I don't think any of us feel good about what happened last season. And we all know that we need to be better and we will be better.
This guy here.
He's fast and he's big and he's powerful. He's built in the lab. Like when you think about how that position should look, that's what it looks like right there. The one thing that Jadeveon has done a great job of his entire career is he plays hard. This guy runs the ball. He plays physical. He throws his body around, and that's what we want our identity to be. We want to be a physical group that flies around, that plays hard, and attacks the football. There's still such a clear purpose from everyone in terms of we want to get better. We want to maximize what we have. And so it's exciting.
Next snap and Penny, keep Ray in there. Okay. Try to be productive today, would you? Instead of just counting your money.
I'm counting for him, Coach.
Panthers announcing a 4-year contract extension for defensive tackle Derek Brown. Our Adam Schefter reporting the deal is worth $96 million over 4 years, a little more than $63 million guaranteed.
He's just a testament to somebody that does things the right way, who works their butt off, who's a great person, who's a leader.
I think it sends a message to our whole team. This is what we're looking for.
It's great to see when people do things the right way get rewarded.
I'm appreciative of the opportunity to have signed a new deal and to be here over an extended amount of time. I'm excited to know that the organization has faith in me, and I'm just ready to get to work, to be honest.
Nobody's working harder than Derek Brown. There are no excuses. Effort will not be an issue here.
Be tired now, so I ain't tired in September. Hey, lock that out. You try to just catch it. That's why when I grab you, yeah, boom. If you know you stepping right, then you know this Got to be the strongest. Coming at you base, that's when you get pow. Yeah, right.
You know, it's really interesting. Today, I was in the defensive line meeting room with Coach Wash and the D lineman. Wash will ask him a question about a technique, and Derek is in there coaching it up.
Okay. So you say you want our left hand down?
Right hand is down.
No, left. Ball's inside.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Right now we have Bill Goldberg coaching. That
You didn't win. You 5-5. Shut up. I definitely won that last one. Where the ball at? Well, your eyes must be not working because the child is gone.
Ready.
Me and Shai, we got a special bond. We go at it every day, all day. It's like two brothers.
Can you please back the off me though? You about to hit me in the face with that helmet.
And what you gonna do about it?
I'll slap your ass to the ground.
Open palm. You know what they told me? They said they was gonna mic you up again. Let's say your fat ass beating too hard last time. They couldn't hear. They ain't getting enough film. Come on, start me and you. Mother. I was waiting on you. You were standing there looking at me. My back's not wider than yours. Your back is definitely.
I love this. Like, I just wish Tuttle could play the way Derek Brown, or at least to the point that Derek Brown plays. I'm hoping that we'll see that this year. I'm hoping we'll see an improved Shai Tuttle. Because what I'm seeing right now, if he's competing with Derek Brown, he wants to be at that good, or at least as good, if not as good. But Jadarius, I agree with you. Yeah, I don't think Evero. I agree. No matter if this season goes good or goes bad, either way, I think this guy's going to get a head coaching job, whether it's this year or the next. I think it's going to be at some point he is going to leave for a head coaching job. I see him as a head coach in the NFL, and I think he's going to do well. And Derek Brown was definitely the right choice over other guys, in my opinion.
Wider than mine. I say our room is like brothers. We love each other, but we pick on each other all the time.
The way Thurman pushing me to fight him, I'm starting to think he's looking for a case. Boy, you been paying attention, boy. You bringing it from the classroom to the field. I like it.
You know, it's great for the work environment, at least.
See your coaches.
It's unavoidable that past is prologue. But for Dave Canales, the future represents possibility.
Yeah, you got to earn it. You got to earn primetime games. We have to build something, a version of football that we're proud of. And then I think that the world will want to see that at some point, but we got a long way to go and we got to earn those type of ops.
You know, back in 2003, we had a home playoff game against Dallas. And I remember the white flags, you know, just all over the stadium, and it was all Panthers fans.
These cardiac cats, they just hang around, and refuse to go home.
To only win 2 games and, you know, our fans be down like they are, that's what motivates me every day to come to work and put the work in, because we want to field a team that our city can be proud of.
Let's make it about the football. Let's get our football right. But that's the commitment, guys. That's the focus for this offseason right here, is let's get our football right with our fundamentals and our scheme. If we can just put aside all the stories, we can put aside all the headlines, and we can just look at the X's and O's and try to improve that, we'll go a long way.
Let's buy into what the coaches are saying, right? 100% of what we got, everything. That's what matters. We have no reason to be complacent.
He was a hard-nosed linebacker, and he is building this team in his image and the image of the teams that he played on.
You know, when other teams come in here, we want them to know that they're in for a fight that day.
Physical, play with great effort, attack the football.
We heard all offseason about alignment in philosophy, alignment in structure. What kind of culture does Dave Canales want to instill?
It's a possibility of this game that hasn't happened yet. That's what I get excited about for Sundays. I don't know who's going to make the plays today. I don't know who's going to score the touchdowns, but that's what's so cool about it. It could be you. It could be you. Who's going to make the big hit? Who's going to be the spark that's going to get the Panthers going today?
Let's go. That's it. Let's go. Win all three. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know about y'all, but that gave me chills, that last part. What I mean, they do a great job with these, man. I mean, just the insight that they give us, just the, just the insight they give us and everything. I'm pretty appreciative of that. Hold on 1 second. I mean, they just do a great job with these, man. I mean, they really do. They do such a good job that it fires you up. You want to say this team's going to make the playoffs. It does make you really want to. I mean, watching some of that makes me want to run through a wall. It does. It makes me want to run through a brick wall. And I love it. I think it's great that they do it. I think it's better that they do it that way than a team doing Hard Knocks. I feel like this is basically our Hard Knocks, and I love it. I think it's a great and it's right before the season starts. I like it. And I'm looking forward to, obviously, what more they're going to do with it. And what more other episodes that we've got coming out for it. So I'm looking forward to these other ones. So they did a great job. I mean, Brad, I got this. I think the one thing that I was very appreciative with that blueprint was I got to get to know Brad Adizik a little bit more, seeing him as the offensive coordinator. Love how he gets in these guys' faces. Love how he kind of gets a little physical with them. I love how he is obviously, what we saw, up in your face. And I'm also excited. I'm excited to also understand how our schedule looks, though. What do you mean by that, Josh? I'm just curious. You're excited about see what our schedule looks like, though. What schedule? You mean the schedule that's already been put out? I just want to understand what you're saying. That's all. I did want to go over a couple things real quick. I want to talk about this right here. About the stadium. Oh, 6 wins. 6 wins. Yeah, I know. So I want to talk about the stadium thing. Here's the thing. You're asking for your taxpayers. You're asking taxpayers to pay $650 million. It's like, asking taxpayers for $650 million, again, $1 million, to me is like asking your friend for a kidney. Now, are you doing it right after? Are you doing it right after a disastrous 2-15 season? I think that's just bad timing with a capital B. I mean, with this whole thing, David Tepper, the owner, he can't wait for the team to get good again. He has no patience before asking for public money to revamp the Panthers Stadium, Bank of America Stadium. So he made this pitch on this past Monday, if I'm not mistaken, during a city council meeting. Six years after he took over the team, when David Tepper, if y'all don't know this, he first bought this from Jerry Richardson back in 2018. I mean, we were talking about, he had this big dream when we were talking about domes and what else were we talking about? Retractable roofs to attract Super Bowls and Final Fours. And fast forward now, there's no roof in sight. The current plans have been all about high-tech video boards and the current, and then a new scoreboard and a upgraded sound system. Let's not forget that the social patio on the 500 level, a spot for fans to gather, sip drinks, enjoy the skyline, especially if the game isn't going their way. I mean, Tepper's vision literally shifted during that COVID pandemic time. I mean, making him appreciate the benefits of an open air stadium. So, right. And that came from the team president, Christy. She made a statement. The team president, Christy Coleman, made a team statement. And a matter of fact, but the $650 million would come from existing hospitality taxes, and which covers most of the renovating costs. Then Tepper Sports Entertainment would cover over $688 million. But hold your horses. That includes only $150 million for the renovation and potential overruns. So where's the rest of the money? Well, it's a mist of past expenditures, future promises. That makes it a 800. If you put this all together, you do the math. That makes it an $800 million project with some creative accounting. Okay. Tepper and his Tepper Sports Entertainment $688 million figure also covers $117 million already spent on the stadium and $421 in marked for the future improvements. So there's a 15-year hard tether, I guess, so to speak, to keep the Panthers and Charlotte FC in Charlotte with a softer 5-year period where if Tepper relocates the team. Now, here's the thing. TS and E's, Tepper Sports Entertainment, would still owe for the remaining debt. So if the city council gives the green light on this, phase 1 kickoffs immediately, which completing a field house at the practice facility next to the stadium. Stadium renovations would start in 2025, wrap up by 2029, sorry. And then the council's decision is supposed to be set for June 24th, which means leaving taxpayers just a bit of time to ponder and possibly grumble about the potential mishaps like Tepper's infamous $800 million Rock Hill training facility debacle. And then you got city manager on top of this, Marcus Jones, says that he's going to take a trust but verify stance with Tepper and his officials. So given that this team's history with Bank of America Stadium, which was built back in 1996 on a land lease, right, for a whopping 1 year. And then the recent $1.4 billion renovation agreement for Jacksonville Jaguars stadium, which includes fancy translucent covering. There are bound to be comparisons and questions. So the whole thing here is that sure, the stadium needs a facelift, but after 30 years, things start to sag and break down. Having an open air stadium is in a bustling southeast city beats schlepping out to Rock Hill or Kannapolis for a game. Let's be real. Two glaring omissions, I think, could make this renovation a lot more appealing. A natural grass playing surface, and a winning team. So how about we start on both natural grass surface and a winning team first before we talk about going into renovating a stadium for millions and billions of dollars. Josh, if you think I'm wrong, you can look it up for yourself, man. If you think I'm wrong, you can go look it up for yourself. You can even go look on the athlete. There's a great article out there. By The Athletic, by Joe Parsons. You can go read it. He explains it in there too. If you think I'm wrong, I just told you how what everything covers. $650 million would come from existing hospitality taxes. That covers most of the renovations. Then, which means Tepper Sports and Entertainment would cover $688 million, but that only includes only $150 million for the renovation and potential overruns. The rest of that money, it's in the mix of a past of other expenditures and future promises. That makes it an $800 million project. So, Tepper Sports Entertainment, $688 million figure also covers $117 million already spent on the stadium, and then $421 million in marked for future improvements. I'm just saying, I don't see the point in what I'm saying though, Josh, is what I'm saying is this. Let's be real. There are two glaring things that can make this renovation a lot more appealing to me is to have natural grass and a winning team. I could care less about this stadium right now getting completely renovated for millions of dollars, taxpayers, and all that. I broke that all down. But what I wanted to break it down into the fact that I could care less about what tax dollars, whose money it's coming out of, the hospitality tax, all that other stuff. I just wanted to explain it to you because I know y'all are gonna hear about that at some point. Okay. I did my research before I came on here. Okay. But I think it's number one, I think it's bad timing to renovate a stadium with a team that isn't a winning team. And another thing is you need to get rid of the turf and start putting in real grass. Because if you want these players to stay healthy and you want these players to be, if you want these players to stay healthy and be on the field game in and game out, get the turf away. Get it out of here. That's just my opinion on the whole thing. On the whole renovations. I get, and then, you see players like this say, we have the worst facilities. And I get that. But this team hasn't been won in how many years? I want to upgrade their facilities. I don't, Josh, and it's not that I don't like the renovations. I don't, but I want this team to start winning again. I want this field to be grass again and not turf. I could care less about the rest of that. That's what I'm getting at. OTAs on Tuesday. I think it was. Trying to find. Maybe we'll just watch a couple clips here. OTAs were on Tuesday. I kind of got to do some research, watch a few clips, stuff like that. Watch some of the I got to watch some of the press conferences. I mean, Dave Canales is a coach. He's obviously to coach some football, right? With no real games for months. It seems that he's found his unique way to bond with the players and staffs, and just watching that video for the blueprint. This summer it's all about getting to know this team. And I think that blueprint has already started off very well for us. I mean, whether that means on the field or pre-drawn, sounds like he's doing hot yoga class with one of the coaches. I heard that Jonathan Cooley, our defensive pass coordinator, didn't know that Canales before he joined the team. And now he's got a taste of how his Canales is, and it's spotted him drenching in sweat early in the morning. It came out, was talking all about that. And Canales asked, Cooley explained he'd been doing hot yoga. Now most people would run at the mention of a 5:45 yoga. I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do yoga. But Canales, he's all about it. But the past 4 weeks, Canales apparently has been joining Cooley in hot yoga. Just showing, I guess, how dedicated he is into building his relationships, not only with the players, but obviously with the coaching staff, which is great to hear. Sounds like yoga is just the beginning. It seems that Canales is all about personal connections. He's throwing in Kenny Chesney concerts and housewarming parties to the mix, just trying to create that team bond. Cooley admits that his personal touch has been a game changer with everyone, even the yoga studio. Canales isn't getting any special treatment, but the instructors call him out just like anyone else. And Cooley was joking about that. Canales is making an effort across the board, though, here, guys. As a head coach, you love to see it. And I think we got a great preview of that in the blueprint. He's been calling players who missed the volunteer OTAs, not to nag them about showing up, but to check in on them and stay connected. As for attendance, I feel like what we've seen, it's been pretty solid. A few veterans are out for personal reasons. It's all good. These workouts are voluntary after all. On Tuesday, Xavier Leggett, hamstring. Running back Miles Sanders' heel were seen on the sideline. Next week's mini camp is mandatory, so everyone's expected to be there. Looking forward to that. Speaking of Sanders, coach that Bernie Parmalee is thrilled about what he's seeing from Miles Sanders. This is a crowded backfield. We've been talking about that for now. Chuba Hubbard. You got the second round pick, Jonathan Brooks. I love healthy competition for sure. Sanders apparently we know he's trying to bounce back from a terrible season last season. But Parmalee it seems to be confident about him. When I listen to his press conference, he believes that handling light highs and lows is part of the game, and it sounds like Sanders is up for the challenge. Meanwhile, Other news is that the Panthers are adapting to the new kickoff rules. They're experimenting with different setups. While some teams might just be, might use position players to kick for better coverage, Canales isn't sold on the idea yet. Harrison Mavis is handling those duties for now, especially with Eddie Pinheiro being absent. I don't see Eddie Pinheiro coming back. I could care less if he comes back, to be honest with you. What up, Big Clay? What up, Matt Chatter? Matt Chatter and Josh feels like, yeah. Off-season sticks for sure. I work second shift was off today, or I'd be here more. No worries, Josh. It's all good. I appreciate you being here. Yo, Matt Chatter. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, OTAs are good, man. There were some other things I wanted to talk about with OTAs. Panthers coaches were talking about the importance of having JC Horn at OTAs. Unfortunately for the Carolina Panthers, we haven't had JC Horn at our disposal very much. We're hoping that turns around in this year. It's definitely important to have your best players on the field. The kid hasn't really been in the best place, at least health-wise, and since he's entered the league. Becoming an 8th overall pick in the 2021 draft, dealt with numerous injuries. He's missed 29 out of possible 51 games. 22 games he has played in, have shown how effective he can be. Something Jonathan Cooley made note of on Tuesday. So I'm glad to see JC Horn on the field. Hopefully he can stay healthy. And then Andy Dalton talks about Dave Canales. That was another thing I was hearing, or I was watching. He attested to on Tuesday. It's like a familiar face has come along with Canales, and that's the one belonging to offensive coordinator Brad Adizic, right? The two spent to get 4 years together in Seattle, and then one in Tampa. And Adizic has been the wide receivers coach there in Tampa. It's just a refreshing with everything that's going on. A lot of refreshing stuff going on in OTAs. A lot of refreshing coming on from these from this whole blueprint, right? And then Brad, our Bernie Parmalee, was talking about a little bit. Not like in here, he's talking about the egos, but he was also coming. Let's see if I can find that other one. He was talking about Jonathan Brooks. I don't know if I found that one. Just how he's had an early connection with Jonathan Brooks, and he spoke about him on Tuesday. A lot of people were asking him what he saw in Brooks out of college, as well as what he currently sees him transitioning into the pros. I think Brooks coming into the NFL isn't exactly he's not a normal kid. Okay. He's also 20 years old, by the way, just so y'all know. But he's sidelined from practices due to his ACL. All right. He's trying to heal. So Parmalee was also talking about how he's familiar to this, who he's torn his ACL on his playing days. But again, Brooks has previously stated that he plans on being back out there by training camp, and we shall see. Lots of good vibes going on, though. Lots of good vibes. So, guys, it's good to be back. It's good to be back. I haven't been, obviously, haven't been live since last Wednesday. So, it's good to be back. Appreciate everyone joining the live stream. I'm going to hop off of here. We're definitely going to do more of these reaction videos to the live reaction. So I appreciate everyone joining the live stream. Make sure you pound the like button, hit that subscribe button. If you're new here, gonna be live like consistently now. All right, now that I'm in this house, new house, and we're gonna be moving forward. So as always, guys, love y'all. Thank you for joining. Appreciate y'all joining. Thank you, everyone that continues to show support. Y'all know what to do as always. Keep pounding. Peace.